Hello there, and thank you for clicking on this video. As you can see by the title, today we're going to talk about episodes 5 and 6. So my last video talking about Daredevil episodes 1 to 4 really blew up for me. It has almost 600 views. That's insane, and a lot of comments. Some of them kind of negative because, well, I say in my title, is it boring? I don't say it's boring. It's decent. I think that Daredevil Born Again really suffers from the whole, well, woke ideology that was going on in Hollywood. So after the reshots, everything got better. And we have an evidence what it could have been, what kind of BS we would have seen if they did not reshoot everything. Well, they did not reshoot everything, but they reshoot a lot of the episodes and the edit scenes, they deleted scenes. And this is very, very evident, especially when, for example, Matt Murdock is in his law office. The whole scenes with his co-worker, with the woman, I forgot her name. I think her scenes were cut. I think many of her scenes were cut. Sherry's scenes as well. I think maybe even his girlfriend's scenes. And who knows how many other scenes they cut and how many storylines they cut. And that's for the better, because here, as you can see, episode 5 is the only one that was left untouched by any overhaul. And I'm not saying that the episode is bad. I think it's okay, but it's solely a filler. And now I understand why they released 5 and 6 together. Because if it was just episode 5, people would have rioted. So let's go over this article real quick, and then I will let you know what I thought of episode 5. So exactly. So spoilers, obviously, we are seeing Yusuf Khan from Miss Marvel. I did watch the first episode from Miss Marvel, and I didn't find it bad. I don't think that Miss Marvel, the show, is the worst thing ever. It's just not for me. I think it's for younger audience, and I think that's okay. And the girl, the star of Miss Marvel, I think she's very cute. And apparently she was even correcting Kevin Feige on like the Marvel lore because she's a fan. So I have nothing against her, but I think that they're just giving her not too many good stories. Especially, I think she also starred in the Marvels, and yeah, I mean, it's not her fault. I think she can be a good character, but it's just more towards the kids. So I don't know if you can enjoy it as an adult. I think you can. I think that there are some kid shows out there you can enjoy as an adult, but just Miss Marvel is very goofy and like, yeah, but it's not the worst thing ever. So here we have some quotes. This episode is the only completely untouched episode, I believe, from the original version of the show before we went back and we reworked it. You can feel that definitely. It has that bottle episode feeling because it's matte for the most part. I wouldn't say that this is why we feel the difference, because it's just mad. It's not Daredevil. Yeah, I think, I mean, it got goofy at times. And yeah, the whole Yusuf Khan story, I don't think it was bad, but you can definitely feel, I mean, the whole Kamala, my daughter, this, that, like, stop, like, bro, we get it, you're Miss Marvel's dad. But it was a bit too much, and the whole vibe was just more, goofy. Yes, I'm going to say that there's some okay stuff in this episode, but let's continue. This is a bank heist gone wrong episode, and you treat it as its own contained story. That's what we did. We actually shot it in the same bank down on Wall Street where they shot Inside Man. This is a contained episode, so the duo doesn't come back. It seemed highly likely that this standalone episode is indicative of what Daredevil Born Again tone was before Marvel Studios stepped in to shake things up. Remember, a big part of that overhaul was to bring the revival more in line with the Netflix gritty, violent Daredevil. Um, Wait a second. Okay, let's continue. So the director went to discuss this episode approach to the Man Without Fear and why the decision was made to tie it into another critical acclaimed Disney series, Miss Marvel. Yeah, let's see why. Well, Sana Amanat, I don't know who that is, was obviously a big part of creating Miss Marvel, and she's one of the producers on Daredevil. What? The producer of Miss Marvel is a producer of Daredevil? That is insane. And it was her influence. She helped me understand what Yusuf's backstory was, and the tone of that other show was much lighter and more comedic. How do you make that work? You don't. You just leave these two separate. Daredevil is as dark as you can go in a Marvel. In Marvel, Miss Marvel might be about as light as you can go. That's true. I thought the actors did a great job of living in the same space. Each character moves into the other one's space. You have some jokiness from Matt, and not really from Matt, because that character does have a sense of humor and playfulness. Yeah, of course. The other character, he has to play it a little more serious, and that's their a real world threat in this situation. I didn't even know what a Funko is, but that's a classic Marvel joke where you can have merchandising of your fake characters in your fake world. Marvel fans at this point are super sophisticated that they're enjoying and participating in an entertainment system. They're also aware that it's commercialized, otherwise it doesn't exist. By nodding to it constantly, fans know the joke not on us, we are on it. Yeah, no, I mean, I do have some thoughts on this episode, so I want to go to that, and just let you real quick what I think of this episode. So you can definitely feel the Disney vibe in it. I think it was a bit too much with whole Kamala was my daughter, or I just, this was a bit over the top, but in general, I think that the Yusuf Khan guy, I think he did a good job playing it more serious. I mean, he played it scared. Obviously, he was one of the hostages, and I think that was not a bad episode. I just think it was useless. I really don't see the point of it, and that's why I think they released both of them together. Um, and I mean, even the actor Charlie Cox, maybe it was just my mind, but I was just looking at him, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, he was like laughing and like, okay, funny humor, I guess. Let's do that. But I don't know. It just felt a bit unauthentic. It felt out of place. But I must say that the bank robbers, like the whole dialogue the bank robbers had with Matt Murdock, I think I did enjoy that. I think this was not bad. I think it was more or less well written, and I did enjoy the episode in general. Like, I don't think it's a bad episode, but it's just useless. It's out of place. You can totally feel the Disney vibes in it. And if this was about to be the whole show, I'm so glad that they reshot it. I mean, even the main actor, I mean, Charlie Cox went to Kevin Feige or whatever, and he said, "Okay, we cannot continue with this because, I mean, if this was like the best episode from the other episode that they had shot. Like, this tells you a lot because the episode was decent, but the humor was, minimal. It wasn't that bad. But if this was like the best of the best episodes in the Disney version, like, this tells you a lot. And as I said, I don't think it's bad. I just think it's unnecessary. It's out of place. It's not what Matt Murdock is about. I mean, there is a freaking serial killer going on around, and Matt Murdock is like going for oh yeah, the thing I forgot, like, he's going for a bank loan. Like, Matt Murdock shouldn't be, like, you shouldn't be showing him go for a bank loan, just the same as a Falcon in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, you dedicated so much time to him like going for a bank loan, like being rejected. Like I think this was really ludicrous. This is really insane. And here as well, I think it's just beyond stupid that you would include that. So yeah, let's go to episode 6. So episode 6, I must say I'm a huge A Better Call Saul fan. And I adore Lalo Salamanca. And the fact that Donnie Dalton was in this awful show Hawkeye and that he was turned into a freaking joke, it really broke my heart because if you've seen Better Call Saul, you know Donnie Dalton is capable of being a menace. Like his acting is superb. He is insane as a villain. So in Hawkeye, they really like turn him into a joke, and it really I think I don't know how to explain it. Like it really let me down because as I said, Lalo Salamanca is such a good character. Like and Donnie Dalton is such a good actor. So when I saw him back in episode 6, there was like 1% out of 100 that I felt, okay, Lalo Salamanca is back. Obviously, this is a different character, but is again like someone that should be serious and menacing, I guess. I don't know who Swordsman is in the comics, but if you are including him in Daredevil Born Again, in this show that is violent and that every character is like someone badass and someone menacing, so you have to make Donnie Dalton's character as well on par with them, with Fisk. I mean, they did him way better here than they did him in Hawkeye, but I still like he's so like if you want to use him properly and use him more. I think that as I said, like you should watch, like you should Google like some Lalo Salamanca scenes in Better Call Saul, and you can see how good of an actor he is. So I mean, yeah, it's really a crime that he was made a joke in Hawkeye, and here hopefully if they use him more, they do him justice because I do love Better Call Saul. It's one of my favorite shows, and it's not because I love Better Call Saul I want them to do him justice. It's just that he's a very good actor and he can do so much more. Like he can be just as menacing as Fisk, if not more. Okay, maybe not more, but on that par. Like believe me, like Lalo Salamanca is a fucking oh shit, is a freaking psychopath, and like just one look at you, like you can like I don't know, um fall down because you're like scared from him. There was a faint. You can faint because like he's scary. Okay. Anyways, enough for Lalo Salamanca. I really love that character. Episode 6 was definitely like like the moment it started, it was so different from episode 5 and even from the other episodes as well. I think it was just so different. It was on par with episode 4. It was just so different. And in the first 8 minutes of episode 6, you can really see this dilemma between like Daredevil and Matt Murdock, and I really love how they did that. And then you have the parallels to Fisk going to the fancy dinner. I think this was the same time. I really love this eight first minutes. I think they were great. I really they did a good like very good job with that. And yeah, I mean Muse. What should I say about Muse? I mean, he's a villain. He's insane. He's a little demon. I mean, it's a bit too much for me, you know, the violence, but I don't mind it. Like, I'm not going to complain about the violence in Daredevil. But I mean, yeah, he's, I guess, a good villain for Daredevil. And even for Fisk, because Fisk, you know, he went to these cops and said, okay, you go and hunt vigilantes, which is an interesting dynamic. It's an interesting story because obviously Matt Murdock is also one of the vigilantes. So yeah, they're probably going to go after him as well. So Matt Murdock is going to become the hunted again. I've also put this photo of the girl in the show, Ayala or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think this was. I bet she had more screen time. I really bet she had more screen time, and I bet that it was cut. And yeah, I mean, at the beginning I was like, oh my god, here we go again. Someone like talking down on Matt Murdock because he's not doing this and that. But I then I remembered she's a kid, so kids you can kind of forgive a lot of things. So I don't mind her, but as I said, I think a lot of things were cut, a lot of things were added, and yeah, I'm glad that a lot of things got cut. And the next thing, well, the last thing I want to go through with you guys. Let me see. Let's go on Twitter. I love going on Twitter because you can see what the people are saying about stuff. So I just wrote Daredevil Born Again. Let's see. Many of you will complain about show seasons getting shorter, but y'all don't know how to appreciate power of a good filler episode. That's why they had to release two. Episode 5 was a pure spectacle of Matt's abilities and try to help. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a pure spectacle. Yeah, and I don't. I mean, you have like what 9 episodes. In 9 episode series, I don't think you can allow to have a filler because you don't have time. Episode 5 is brilliant and feels like the calm before the eventual storm to come. As far as the filler episodes go, this was hands down one of the best I've seen in a minute. Also, Miss Marvel being mentioned, the champions teas. I don't know who the champions are. These were good fun too. Yeah. Cross-cutting between Matt and Fisk as they finally give into their violent natures and let loose with more anger than we've ever seen from them hits like crack. What an insane way to end the episode. I agree. I really agree. I agree. I Yesterday I watched episode 8, I think, or 9 of Daredevil season 2, where the Punisher goes to prison and they have this whole fight with Fisk. It felt like that. It felt like that. Um, People who don't like episode 5 because of filler are the reason we're getting weirdly placed 6 episode shows that feel rushed and have care. That's not true. I disagree. Yeah, not wearing green today, Mr. Murdoch. Interesting. What kind of lawyer are you? A really good one. I did like that. Yeah, it was not a bad episode, but oh, this is from season 2. I'm sorry. We are seeing some parallels. Oh no, some spoilers. I'm sorry. So clever connectivity to the MCU, greatly choreographed fights. Daredevil was set up so much for the show and the MCU in general. Okay, so a lot of people are happy, and I agree. I think it was a pretty decent, pretty good episode. I mean, episode 6. Let's see if actually people are talking about Johnny Dalton because it's a crime. It's a crime. This is like my biggest thing. No, nobody's talking about. Oh yeah, Johnny Dalton returns as a swordsman. Okay, let's actually see the comments under this. This was so good. I think we actually saw him in action on that guy's phone during. Oh yeah, he was that. My boy Lalo, exactly. This should be Lalo. Like, oh my god, it's Lalo time. Something jogged my memory. Threatening the kingpin is well when your girlfriend still owns money. Oh my god, that's true. He was with Kate Bishop's mom. Uh yeah, I think I looked at the cell phone when he appeared. I didn't even realize he was there. And honestly, that's great. I don't give a damn about his purchase. Oh no. That is so sad, guys. Come on. But everyone are see Lalo. Like oh my god. See now this is kind of useless what I'm doing right now, but I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Lalo would be great in Daredevil. Yeah, so they're just talking about his return. Uh yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy. I hope. Yeah, see, like I don't know. I don't know. I just hope they do him justice, and if they use him more, like do him properly because he's such a great actor. But yeah, in general, episode 5 and 6, I totally understand why they released them together. Otherwise, somebody would have watched. I'm kidding. That's not true. But yeah, I yeah, episode 5. You have 9 episodes. You cannot have a filler episode. Um, I mean, even in like, I think in some shows that have like 6 episodes, they still pull a filler in. Like, why are you doing that? It's stupid. You have to use the time you have. I think an episode of Daredevil Born Again is like 40 minutes, so you don't have time for that. And I think it's also kind of silly that Matt Murdock stopped being Daredevil while this freaking serial killer is going on around and he didn't know. Like, that was a bit suspicious, but I understand, like, the whole thing was reshot and it's kind of a mess, but it's not a bad mess. It's okay. I understand that. And that's why I think that they greenlit season 2 so early, because they're like, okay, we're doing everything, give us another chance, that's okay, like, just stay. But the ratings for Daredevil are apparently very bad. So I do hope that they still get their season 2 and even season 3. I think Daredevil is such a good character, and especially the Punisher is in it. And in season 2, you're definitely getting Karen Page and Foggy in it. And yeah, it's just not. It's weird not to have them in. I mean, I'm watching season 2 of Daredevil Netflix version, and Karen Page and Foggy are just so good and important to Matt. I mean, they're his family. Um, he doesn't have any other family. Like, basically, these two are his family. So, like, get a grip. Why did you? Oh my god! Why did they think that killing off? Apparently, like the OG version had them like die like off screen. Like, what are you? Came up with this idea? Like, oh. Anyways, guys, in general, episode 5 not bad. I enjoyed it. Episode 6 way different, way better. Back to the basics. I really enjoyed it. Bring back Lalo Salamanca. Like, come on, Donnie Dalton can do it. He can stand up to freaking Fisk. Like, oh, guys, go watch Better Call Saul. And you know what? I mean, yeah, let me know down below what are your thoughts. Don't fight with me. I mean, even if you fight, I don't care. It's not that deep at the end of the day, but see you around. May the force be with you.